Let's talk about some common questions I get about my upbringing here. So first thing, we're going to talk about 4 questions where the answer is yes, and 4 questions where the answer is no. Let's start with the no's. Question number 1, did you grow up an only child? Heck no. I have 4 sisters, no brothers. However, my cousin's family up the street, exact opposite. All boys, 1 girl, so you know where I hung out most of the time. My sisters are amazing individuals, scattered all over the country. Love them. Number 2, did you grow up without a father figure? No, actually I grew up with a father figure, and my dad is amazing. Passed a couple years ago, but I will tell you that talk about a man of work ethic, of honesty, of just giving back to the community and giving his all in everything that he did. I think the man was absolutely amazing and a fantastic role model for me. So there's the answer to that question. Question number 3. Did your family frequently travel far off destinations for vacations? As an 11-year-old playing Little League Baseball, we placed, in fact, I think it was a first place trophy. Like a kid who just didn't know any better, I thought that if I went on the family vacation that summer, that I wouldn't get my trophy. So I stayed behind while they went off to the back east somewhere to check out all the old historical sites, and I stayed home and hung out with my oldest sister. What was that all about? Crazy. All because I wanted to collect a trophy. That's ridiculous. You can get your trophy anytime. But to go on a vacation and create some fantastic memories, I should have done that. Did your family prefer dining in or going over home-packed meals during outings? Here's what I'll tell you there. My family was all about the picnic, right? Especially you, all of you who are around my age, you already know. Man, it's picnic time. You're going on a picnic, doesn't matter where you go. Most of the vacations we went on were staycations where we'd drive somewhere for half a day, visit a place for a few hours, and come home late at night. So it was always picnic lunch. Everywhere we went, picnic lunch. But you know what? Great memories with those picnics. Even when Mom was getting pulled over. That woman was always getting pulled over. She had a lead foot. Crazy lady. But I'll tell you what, we had a great time. All right, first question where the answer is yes. Did your parents love and support all 5 children? Come on, of course. My parents were great that way. Now, don't get me wrong, they both grew up very hard. Dad grew up in Vermont. There was no love in that family. Mom grew up in a family where if there was love to be given, it was given by her to her siblings. Why? Because it's very hard. She grew up on a reservation, and Dad grew up on a farm back in Vermont. So when you start looking at these things, they just didn't have the capacity to love the way we know it. You know, not a lot of hugs, not a lot of kisses, not a whole lot of I love yous, but there was a whole lot of action that was displayed as love. They loved us the best they could with what they had, no question about it. Number 2, did you enjoy working alongside your father most weekends? If you would have asked me then as a teenager if I enjoyed working with my dad every weekend, heck no. That was hard. And we were building ditches, digging holes, doing all kinds of crazy stuff, mowing lawns. But when I look back on it from today, absolutely some of the most valuable times that we ever spent together was out there doing the work. And it was just fun. That's where I learned a lot. Question number 3, did your family engage in a lot of service activities for others? Look, Mom was always taking casseroles, visiting people who were sick and who needed help. And then Dad and I, of course, yes, we did a lot of work for money, but we also did a lot for free. People who needed help in their yards, needed help with things where somebody, maybe the husband was in the hospital and they needed help to do the chores around the home and things like that. Yeah, we were always doing something for somebody somewhere. And then the last question, did your family enjoy camping and participating in land management activities? Heck yeah. Man, we used to go logging all the time. You know, that paint the tree, the ones that needed to come down to thin out the forest. So we were constantly doing activities like that. And I think with my dad, we planted over 1,000 trees on a mountainside that was, really struggling. And then we spent a couple days a week actually watering every one of those trees. It was kind of an amazing project. Anyways, hope that answers some questions about me and my upbringing. Have a wonderful day.